de esos bien flamencos, que no se diga.
Esto es español, muy español. Olé. Esto es español, muy español. Olé.
A que sí, a que no, a que tú me quieres. A que sí, a que no, a que tú me quieres. Yo lo sé, yo lo sé, yo lo sé que sí. Yo lo sé, yo lo sé, yo lo sé que sí. ¡Ole, ole! ¡La mía, vamos a verlo! Eres la flor más bonita del jardín de mi ilusión. El día que te deshojes morirá mi corazón.
Esto es español, muy español. Olé. Esto es español, muy español. Olé.
Ole, ole, ole. Dale, niño, dale. Dale, niño, vamos por la segunda parte, que es mejorcita.
Esto es español, muy español. Olé. Esto es español, muy español. Olé.
A que sí, a que no, a que tú me quieres. A que sí, a que no, a que tú me quieres. Yo lo sé, yo lo sé, yo lo sé que sí. Yo lo sé, yo lo sé, yo lo sé que sí. ¡Ole, ole, señor! Tus ojos son dos luceros que iluminan mi camino. El día que se te apaguen, se me acaba mi destino.
Esto es español, muy español. Olé. Esto es español, muy español. Olé.
Esto es español, español.
And now, the only show listed as Dick Van Dyke's emergency contact. It's Desperate Losers.
Welcome, one and all. It's that time of the week again. Thursday, people. With me, as usual, our good friend Chris Creature. Not with us. Also, as usual, our friend Matt, who is in Rome, covering the Pope for us. So we've replaced Matt with POPEWATCH 2025. So for the duration of the show, we're gonna have a little live view here of the Vatican. If we see some smoke, if we see a new Pope picked, you are gonna be among the first to know. Chris, how you doing? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I also want to we discussed that if someone's on the phone, if you call in and a new pope is picked, there's points to be had.
Ooh, how many points are we talking, Chris?
I think we were batting around like 25 points.
This is a new Pope, though. I know we said 25 points. I feel like we should go higher.
You wanna go, well, what's it? Should we choose a biblical number?
Yeah. What's like at 40? That's like, that's the
Yeah.
highest number, according to the Bible. They don't do more than 40.
It just kind of cuts off there.
Yeah, they're just like 40 is our number for a lot.
Yeah. 40 points for 40 popes.
Yeah. The infinite ends at 40.
And Biscuits, not pay pew view. Oh wait, no, that is funny. I was gonna say
That is-
pay Pope view, but pay pew view is.
Pay Pew View, pretty good. 2 points. Throw Visk 2 points for that joke. Avi, when you call in later, yes, you can cash in your points to buy an ad on the show. That is 100% still on the board. I think y'all might have seen we've added a new feature to the countdown, which is that a lot of times we only ever see the top 10 of the leaderboard, but we are now showing the entire leaderboard in our countdown. So tune in. If you're not in the top 10, you can find out how many points you have, how many you have left to spend, your ranking, all that stuff. The entire leaderboard will run at some point in the countdown from now on. What else we got going on today, Chris? We had a little bit of a white whale situation that's emerged. I don't know if you saw in our countdown. We had a thing come up there.
Yeah.
Which is, not that. Nope, not this either. I'm in the wrong place.
You know what they say about Desperate Losers is that it's just romance all the time over here.
It is romance all the time. Where did I even put that? I don't know where I put that thing. Where is my white whale? Oh, here it is. So we had this thing pop up. This is a bench that I saw in Hollywood, Florida. And some random person put this up. They put their actual phone number on it. They're looking for Nayla from the Talking Heads concert in Hollywood. Very ominous. I want to apologize and talk with you. Call, and then there's the number, Steve. So I did. I called Steve. I talked to Steve. Apparently, he went to this show. He met this girl, Nayla, but he got real nervous and he didn't ask for the number. So I guess he was so taken with her that he decided to put up this ad. So if anybody knows Nayla out there in Hollywood, Florida, I don't know that I necessarily want to. I'm not going to give you the number to call Steve. It's just not right. It's not right. This is an anti-doxing show. That's why I've blanked it out here. And I don't necessarily want to, call Nayla either. I want to make sure she wants to talk to Steve because I don't know the situation. But if anyone knows Nayla in Hollywood, that is a white whale for us. Send us Nyla's info. We'll find out if she wants to talk to Steve. That'll be 25 points if you know Nayla. Yes, Cat Guy Bob, he did dox himself, but we will not be doxing him. So that's our one of our white whales. We still have a standing white whale we've had for quite a bit, Chris. Which is that I am fascinated by these North Korean haircut situation. So
Right,
apparently,
acceptable.
yeah, in North Korea, there's a limited number of haircuts that are acceptable to get. And they had a TV show in the early 2000s that was called Let's Cut Our Hair in Accordance with the Socialist Lifestyle. And there's like one terrible clip of it on YouTube, but I want to see an entire episode of this because what they would do is like they would show you the appropriate haircuts to get, and then they would find people on the street who had like capitalist haircuts, and they would shame them. They would dox them right on the street. They'd put their name and their phone number and their address all up on TV for people just to call this person up and shame them into cutting their hair. Fascinated by this show.
I didn't know about the doxing aspect. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
it was just like they were
No.
bringing in models for.
Huge public shame thing going on with Let's Cut Our
Wow.
Hair in the Socialist Lifestyle manner. So I'm still looking for those episodes, and the story with those is it's 100 points. There's 5 episodes. It was a mini series. There's 5 episodes. I give you 100 points for every full episode you find. That's a lot of points. That's a real leaderboard changer if you're able to find those episodes. Apart from that, we also started soliciting some haircuts from you all. Because last episode we got to talking about creating our own approved list of haircuts for Desperate Losers. So I've gone ahead and I've made us our very own official Desperate Losers. Let's trim our hair in accordance with the Desperate Lifestyle chart. This has got 20 slots on it. 3 of them have been taken. Shifty sent us his pick. Pooh Stew sent us his pick. And Pooh Stew also sent us this lovely Ted Cruz with glistening Fabio hair. And if you send us one and we like it enough, we're going to put it up here on this chart. And it's going to be 25 points. So, Chris, let's do it. Let's give Shifty 25 points. Let's give Pooh Stew 50 because there's 2. I think in general, just to kind of make this competitive, I'm going to... Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. It looks like something's going on in PopeWatch. There's a lot of cheering.
Ooh.
They might have picked a Pope.
Oh, shoot. Did they really just pick a pope?
I think they picked a Pope. Nobody was on the line, but I'm going to call that a win.
Wow.
Oh, wait. They did not pick a Pope, it looks like.
No? What is this? Just old footage?
This looks like white smoke to me. This feels like
Yeah.
Pope business. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got a Pope in there. And is there any audio to this? I don't know if there is. Let me find out. Let's get some. Wow, I was not expecting
yeah.
that to happen. Do we know who it is yet?
They don't know who it is. New pope will appear in the next hour, so we will.
Wow, we're gonna skip the Pope. If you're on the line when we find out who the new Pope is, do we know if Trump flew to Rome? Do we know if it's Trump?
Oh my gosh.
Wow. God damn. Well, anyway, as I was saying before we were so
What a time to be a
rudely-
loser.
before we were so rudely interrupted by the Holy See, we do have this thing. They'll take 20 points. 20, what did we say? 20 or 25?
You said 25, so
Yeah,
I
25
get
points. Yeah, so we're giving Pooh Stew 50. I think going forward, though, I'm only going to accept 1 submission per. You know?
Yeah.
Pooh Stew got in there early, so I'm going to accept the 2, especially because that Ted Cruz is so good. Because Pooh Stew himself has such an incredible mane, it has to be part of this. You know, but I think going forward, just 1 submission per viewer. It's got to be really good to make the list. And I'm going to say this too: this cannot become a wall of white men. It just can't. It's a
Yeah.
bad look for the show. It's a bad look for our audience. It can't all be white dudes. I can't put a number on how many other white dudes will accept, but you know, it can be. It doesn't even have to be a picture of you. It can be a picture of any great haircut that we want to recommend. And there's a little thing I want to point out on this too. We got the name. The name of the haircut, of course, appears in Korean because this is fundamentally a North Korean project. But then we got translations, and the way that we're doing our translations is we are running whatever the name of the haircut is through Google Translate several times until we arrive at like a nice like North Korean, because the North Korean translation style is very stilted. It's weird stuff. So we ran Shifty through a couple times, turned into Cunning Merchant. Poo Stew turned into Poop Soup, and then for Ted Cruz, I had Punchable Face, which turned into Face for Punchings. Those are the official names of these haircuts within the Desperate Losers universe. We'll be accepting more submissions. You can email them to us. We'll take them at desperatelosers2@aol.com as always. And if they're good enough, this is a Photoshop file. I can update this live on the air. You might get your haircut in the mix live on air. Chris, there's other business we have to get to. This is a business-heavy episode.
I'm here for the business, even the monkey business. Okay, never mind.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to give that joke a D-. We got some exciting stuff that happened in like phone call territory, but before we get to that, I think we want to do some street team stuff because we did get some more of those. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So as always, you can email these things to us. For every sign you put up for us, you get 20 points. We got this one from Really Cereal. It looks like it is in a bar somewhere. That's going to be 20 points for Really Cereal. If you want to find these to put up yourself, you can pop over to our link tree. And it's the top link in our link tree where you can get the flyer to do it. We also got a second one from our good friend Really Cereal. This one is my favorite one of the two they sent over. Loving the Tums and the ibuprofen in the machine. Looks like this is a tattoo parlor. And we got our little flyer up in the flash section. It's a $200 tattoo. It looks
Please
like,
do not get. You will lose points if you get that tattooed on you.
We have to give points. If someone gets the Desperate Losers flyer tattooed, especially if a couple of them are torn off, which you want to see. You want to see that in a tattoo. We got to give points, but I can't encourage it. It would be abuse to your own body to put this on yourself.
So is that 50 points for Really Cereal?
But no, it's 40 points. These guys are
40 points.
These are 20 points a pop. But here's the other big news. We had a voicemail. We had the usual voicemail from Shifty. I'm not going to run it because, I feel like Shifty is going to be disappointed in this. Shifty sent us an email about this. He sent us voicemail about it. Shifty is a big deadhead. He collects a lot of deadhead material. And that's fine as a voicemail. I like getting voicemails from Shifty, but Shifty probably wonders why don't we air them all the time? And that's because it would be a sad segment. It's not just that it's a lot of work. It would be a sad segment if every week we just put up a Shifty message. We're just revealing that no one else calls the line. You're more likely, Shifty, to get a message up if somebody else leaves a message. Because just a one man telling us about all of his Grateful Dead memorabilia, that is a real bummer. So so we didn't put together a voicemail, but we did get, and I didn't even know we could get these, Chris. We did get a text message
You can text us?
You can text the show, and we
That's
got this
dangerous.
from somebody, don't know who. They texted us, calling me out like this, laughing my ass off, and we wrote back to them, sadly, you've called yourself out, and speaking of calls, one of our qualified losers will call you back on Thursday between 9 and 11 Pacific time. Thanks for reaching out to the loser line. And they wrote back to that, laughing my ass off, okay. And then the word bet. Don't understand what that. Hey, Starshine Kitten. Don't understand what the word bet in there was about. But that to me, laughing my ass off, okay. That's consent in my world. So we are going to call this person later in the show. And if this person picks up and they play a game with us, it's going to be 100 points for Really Cereal. So, I mean, as far as I can tell, Chris, the Flyers, this is the sure way to win points on this show. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Because you get 20 points for each one of them. If somebody calls in, like, you can win a crazy number of points. You're going to want to, if you have not done this already, you're going to want to get over to that link tree. You're going to want to click that first link, print that thing out, put it up around town. Because, we are getting a call. That's our
Who's
good friend,
that?
Avi. It's Avi.
Oh, hi, Avi.
Avraham, welcome.
Well, I actually hit this button by accident, but I was going to wait for you to put the number up.
There's precedent for that. You're on the show. We can do this. Thank you for calling, Avi. Always good to hear from you. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm showing my stuff for an audience tonight, so a little nervous.
Nice. Tell me about it. Where is it?
It's in at the Lucky 13 Saloon in Brooklyn. My friend Dylan Greenberg does this screening series every month called Video Dome, and I just show as a benefit for her friend, and I show my stuff, and there's a bunch of cool creatives. Lisa Hammer from the Venture Brothers has been there. Adam Green from the Multi Peaches. This time around, Therapy Gecko is supposed to show up.
Ooh. Wow.
Avi,
Nice.
I like the Lucky 13. Actually, is one of the
Yeah, it's like a place to win, network and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah, it's one of the really great metal bars in Brooklyn, I would say.
Going on lunch.
What was that, Avi? We missed that. You cut off on that last one.
Oh, I'm waiting on lunch.
You're waiting on lunch. What do you
Is it
have?
soup?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's good.
It's you're waiting in line. You don't know what it is, but you know that it's good.
No, I was waiting for it to be made. Just trust me, it's very good.
All right.
Hold on a second. What are you making me again? Japanese which is tofu and chutney, white dressing, some mixed yeah.
Is he is it his uncle?
I think his uncle might be making
It's tofu.
this lunch.
It's tofu and vegetables with dressing.
Avi, is that your uncle making this for you?
Yeah, it's my uncle.
Yeah. Are you guys celebrating the
I'm
new
trying-
pope?
No, we're trying to eat very little because we're going out for barbecue later.
Oh, nice. Will you be having barbecue to celebrate the new pope? Trying to work the new pope in here.
I
Trying to get the pontiff
I
to
guess
follow
we are
us.
now. I guess we are now.
Trying to get the pontiff to follow us. Throw that up there for the Holy See. Avi, we've got a big card. I don't know if you remember this, but a couple episodes back, we won $10 off of Fiverr. We did a spell on it. I got a $10 card for this. We could win $2 million. This would be a big, big win for the show. To the point that, like, if we won those $2 million, it would fundamentally change the show. We would probably run this thing a couple days a week. You know, I'll give you a stab at that, or I'll give you a stab at one of these lowly $2 cards, depending on the outcome of a little qualifier game. Would you be willing to play a qualifying game, Avraham?
Yeah, sure, as long as it doesn't involve adult fun items.
It might. There's always a 1 in
might.
3 chance. It might. There's always a 1 in 3 chance that we will lose this show. you're sort of asking for it. I was gonna give you what should it say, but I feel like you've asked for it, so we are gonna do.
It's time for everyone's favorite guessing game. Dog toy, baby toy, or sex toy? Jesus, are you being real? That's the game?
Avi, you know how this uncomfortable game works. This thing that we're looking at is either
Wait a minute. Do we do this already?
No, we showed it initially on the last episode, and then Matt showed us his dog toy. So we never actually resolved what this is.
All right. Well, first of all, I'm very tempted to pad this to guess for a very, very long time. Just, on the off chance I get the points because they announced the poll.
Well, there's no stalling now, Avi. I'm gonna need a guess. Here. It's a 1 in 3 chance.
This looks. Let's see. This looks chewable. This looks squeezable.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My uncle is saying dog toy.
Dog toy.
For you to put treats in so that the dog bites at it and gets them.
Could be.
Yeah, I'll just say dog toy.
Could be that food comes out of it. Could be that human body parts go into it. But you're saying dog
No,
toy.
so it's like a baby version of Go-Gurt. In that case.
A baby version. I'm nuts.
But yeah, I'm going with dog toy.
You're going with dog toy. All right, you know how this works. It'll be 10 points if you
Yeah.
don't change your answer. I'm going to show you a review. You can change your answer for 5 of those 10 points that you would have won. Let's take a look at a review. The review is bye-bye blank balls. As soon as I opened the package, my blank, excitedly waiting big long blank, which was a lot harder than I was expecting. Another big long blank. I love how it bounces. A big long blank. I'm super happy with it, but most importantly, big long blank. Don't question the quality of these toys. Just get them. They're worth it. Bye-bye blank balls. This review is from 4 years ago. Someone very satisfied with it. All 5 stars. Avi, are you still feeling dog toy?
Sorry. No, I am definitely feeling dog toy.
You're feeling dog toy. What do you think the bye-bye blank balls says?
It could be, bye-bye baseballs because the dog was chewing on them.
On a baseball? That's a strange. This is also a short word. I don't think baseball fits in there. It's
something. It's something.
It's tantalizingly short. Could be blue.
I'm just
you're
like
saying
really I'm acting in good faith here. I'm trying to stay positive.
You're trying to stay positive. You're trying to hope that you don't have to watch this show on YouTube. I don't know why everyone's so opposed to watching this show on YouTube. Explain it to me, Avi. Why do people not want to watch Desperate Losers on YouTube?
I don't know. I just watch on Twitch because I just automatically go to Twitch.
I mean, same chat over there, but people hate it. They hate it. They don't.
If anything, it being on YouTube is really convenient for me because it ensures that it's archived.
Yeah, exactly. And people I think are under the misapprehension that they can subscribe to us here, but we have qualified for affiliate status, but we haven't taken it because I don't want to have ads on this show. Maybe later when there's more people watching, we could have it, but for the moment, it just doesn't feel right to introduce ads into this space.
Yeah.
So if anyone is using their Prime subscription on this show, don't. We don't see a dime of it. Save that for somebody else who needs it. For the moment, we're just not accepting money through Twitch. But you're still saying dog toy on this, Avi. I'm
still saying dog toy.
Bye-bye baseballs, it says. Let's find out. Let's find out if Avi and his younger uncle were right. It is. It is the Jolly Topper.
It is, in fact, yay!
Yeah.
Jolly Toppler.
I gotta say, the Jolly Toppler, also a sex toy name. I think.
Yeah,
thing-
like what is most of these have like names of adult fun items.
Yeah, this to me feels like a dual-use item that they are not advertising one of the uses for. But there you have it. Avi, that's a win for you. That's going to qualify you for a scratch on the big $2 million car. We'll pop Jesus out and be, pretty crappy to our Christian friends to be scratching on the face of the Lord. Avi,
Scratching on the face of the Lord sounds like a old-timey revival song.
it does. It does. If somebody out there write us scratching on the face of the Lord, that'll be worth some points, depending on how good the song is. Avi, we got some winning numbers to see. What are you saying? We got 6 choices here. What are you feeling?
Go. I know last time this went high, so I'm gonna say 35.
35 for the first one. Chat, what are we thinking? What are we thinking that first one's going to be? Give you a moment to get some of those in. Correct guesses on these. I'm going to do 5 points on them. Getting 36 from Really Cereal, 33 from Suncake, 3 from Shifty. Visk at 28. Let's take a look.
I think we might owe our friend Visk some points for helping us out with...
Oh, yeah, we didn't get to that. So if you notice in our About section on Twitch, it looks a lot nicer. And that's thanks to a helpful hint from our friend Visk. Let's throw Visk 5 points for that. Did anybody have 27? I don't think we did.
No.
It's going to be
No,
nothing for
27.
anybody.
These were all awful. My voice sounds terrible. I sound like crap. Don't use any of this.
We sure won't, Shifty. Next number, Avi, what do you think it is?
14.
14. Chat, what are you thinking? What do you think this second number is? Getting a 20 from Visk there. 22 from Sun King. Little PDF is going with the Pope. Really Cereal's going 1. We'll call it there. We'll start scratching.
Ooh, are we getting the balcony? Is he gonna walk out?
Oh, we're getting the Pope reveal?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe we should.
Ooh.
If that
Magic number.
spices up, Chris, let me know. We'll cut to that.
Right.
Let's take some bets. Who do we think the Pope is going to be? 20
I don't even
points
know
if you
who's
get
up
it
for
right.
Pope. Who got
Anybody.
nominated for Pope this year?
Anybody. I'm going to go with Billie Eilish for Pope.
Ooh.
Really popelish.
Billy Popelish. Avi, what do you think about the next one? What are you feeling? We've seen a 27, we've seen a 3.
There's-
Big range here.
It's all over the place. I'm going to go with 18.
18. We love that number here at Desperate Losers. It is the lucky number of the show. Any other guesses out there from Chattyland? Before I give it the old scratcheroo. 17.
I like these. The Vatican. It's the Swiss Guard, right?
The
Who's in
Swiss
Vatican?
Guard, yeah. It looks silly though when one guy's wearing glasses. I gotta say, put contacts on. On Pope Day, put your fucking contacts on. 11 from Shifty, looking like a 3 from Pooh Stew. Really Cereal's giving us a 26. Let's take a look. It's a 35. That's nothing for anybody.
What is this? There's like 30 people watching this. Why is no one calling?
It's funny that Shifty thinks that 30 people have ever watched this show at one time.
I know.
Next number, Avi, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking 16.
16. Chat, get them in. Get them in before we scratch. Pope. Man. Is the Pope a big influence on your life, Chris? I know you're something of a papist.
Yeah, no, I was raised Catholic, so it was something that we were like aware of, and I definitely like. You know what? I will say that that's basically, it's manifested in just having papal opinions. You know, like this was a better pope than that pope, and
yeah,
having...
let's get an Italian American in the mix, right?
I know. It seems like we need a pope from New Jersey. That would really.
The Jersey Pope. We got some guesses in here. 22 from Poostu, 22 from Visk, 39 from Starshine Kitten, 27 from Really Serial, 17 from Sun King. Visk revising to a 23. Really Serial's just giving us the letter F. And then a 2. Shifty Merchant at 38. Let's take a look. What did you say it was, Avi?
I think I said 16.
16. Sweet 16. It is a 25. Did anybody have a 25, Chris?
No, unfortunately not. I like that Shifty's. That's a long time ago. I thought it would grow. Well, you know what, Shifty? We did too.
Yeah, you gotta put the flyers up. You gotta tell your friends. Otherwise, we're gonna be stuck in the doldrums of 22 viewers. Second to last one here. Look at that Swiss.
I'm sticking with my guess. I'm sticking with my guess that's going to be in that range. We're overdue. 15.
15. I love it. Like a 15. See a 31 from Poostu. He's going high. 12 from Visk. 8 Sun King. 1 from Shifty Merchant. This on Pope Day is it's a 19. That was close, though, Avi. That was
so close.
So close. I know Shifty thinks we gotta see some real high numbers for this to be a winner. We're seeing a 27.
Yeah.
We're seeing a 25. We're seeing a 35.
Yeah.
It feels good. I have good feelings about
You
this.
want a high number?
Yeah, give us a high.
How high does this go?
I don't know. I've never played a $10
Let's say the 42.
42. Love it. It's the meaning of life.
I had to say 42.
Yeah.
What
On
other
this
card
birthday.
would I get to say 42?
Exactly. Poostu going with 31, Really Serial 39, Sun King 38. Let's ask for the new Pope's blessing as we scratch away. We're looking for a 42 for Avi.
Yeah.
It's a shitty 7. Wow.
Ooh, unlucky 7.
Unlucky 7.
Wait. Call the fire department. Woo, woo, woo.
It's not going to be a 42, Avi, but those are our winning numbers, and I'm gonna give you a row here because you did so well on dog toy, baby toy, sex toy, and I wanna give you some good vibes going into your big screening. I want to see a win for all of us here. So,
Have a Boilermaker for me. I
I'm
love
center, top row, and
Top row
center,
in the
and
center.
it's going to be 26.
a 26. Let's see the multiplier first. Let's see. If we win this prize, it's going to be $10,000 for this show. $10,000. All right. We'll get some other guesses out here. We can see a 25 from Visk, 7 from Shifty, Really Serial coming in with that 18. We love the 18s, although not on this card, because I would like to win $10,000. Avi, what was that number? Remind me. I'm not the math guy.
26.
Right here. 26 we're looking for. Let's see it. Show me that 26. It's a 34. What absolute trash.
No,
They're,
close enough.
They're vamping
One
on
with the wrong
POPEWATCH right
winning number
now.
adjacent.
Oh, yeah? What's going on in the Pope's world?
They're just it's funny, like they're vamping because he's gonna walk out any minute, so they keep doing these long pans of like a flag, and I keep thinking it's papal garments, but then they cut back to the crowd and then they go to the drone. Like, it feels like it's imminent.
Yeah. Well, church loves to move slow. What if it's
Yeah.
Jude Law? What if we have the new Pope as Pope? Or the young Pope, that's what it was.
Right.
Avi, where do you want your second scratch here? You got 4 more on this $2
Let's
million
say on the left end, and I'm thinking 5.
5 on the left end. You're thinking of 5 over here. Let's take a look at the multiplier. What would it be if we won this? 200 one time. So this is worth $200 for us. That would not be bad. Not bad at all if we went to Hundo. What was that number, Avi? Remind me.
5.
5. Chat, what do you say? What do you say? This is Pope Day. We're getting 28s from Really Serial. We're getting 4s from Shifty Merchant. We're getting fat 26s from Sun King. 22 from Boost Stew. Let's take a look. Avi's so close. It's a
Ooh.
6. It's a 6, which does nothing for us, nothing for anyone.
Bang, zoom, straight to the moon.
This is kind of bumming me out. I think we're going to get a shitty Pope.
You feel as the quality of the scratcher is indicative?
Scratcher is dragging me down. I think we're going to get a crap Pope. I think the Pope is going to be like Stephen Miller. I think it's going to be a terrible Pope. Avi, where do you want the next one?
I'm going to say next to the 6 and between the 6 and the 34.
All right, you got it. That prize, were we to win this, looking at a modest $10. Break even on this card here.
I'm going to say it's 17.
A 17. I like it, Avi, even though it's not a winner, I like it because it keeps us in the running for that $2 million. I don't want this to be a $10 card. Getting a 9 from Really Serial. Anything else from Chatland? You know, we're going 5 points on winning numbers. 22. Boost you 21 from Visk. Sun King with that 23. It's a 31. It's a 31.
Ooh.
Guys, this Pope is getting worse and worse. So help me God, if Stephen Miller is the next Pope.
Wait, Stephen Miller from the Stephen Miller Band?
No, Stephen Miller from the crappy Trump administration.
Oh, okay. I like my idea better.
I like your idea better too. I would love Steve Miller from the Steve Miller Band to be the next Pope. A lot more qualified than Stephen Miller. Avi, where do you want the next one?
Next to the 34, and I'm saying 24.
24. Hey, is Poodle Skirt a new chatter? Do we owe Poodle Skirt some points in here?
I already gave Poodle Skirt some points and let them know about it in chat and told them all about the leaderboard.
Love
I'm on it like white on rice.
Welcome, Poodle Skirt. Welcome on this Pope Day. We're doing scratchers. We're not winning any money so far. We're staring down the barrel of a Stephen Miller papacy. God, how horrible. I'm just kind of trying to psych myself up, Chris, so that when it turns out to be like some really like heterosexist Pope that's terrible anyway, at least it's not as bad as Stephen Miller. That's what I'm trying to get myself in the mood of. Avi, do you want the second to last one, or you want the last one in this row? What do you want here, my friend?
The second to last one.
You want the second to last one, just going straight down the line. This one, if we won it, if we win this, 20 times 10, 2 hundo for the show. This show, which is more than $1,700 in the hole. We could really use $200. What do you say that number is?
24.
24. Shifty says it's a 6. Sun King says it's an 18. Really Zero says it's 16. Pooh Stew, 22. Let's take a look. Guys, it's a 30. This card is just dog shit.
Haunted.
It's a haunted
No.
card. It's
Shifty is saying David Lee Roth as the next pope, but who would you prefer to have as pope, David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar?
I'm gonna go Sammy. I'm sorry. I gotta go Sammy.
Yeah, Sammy does seem like a better pope.
Yeah, but I
Just
feel like
it's-
David Lee Roth is gonna be a more storied pope.
Hmm.
It'll be like a Borgia Pope situation if we have David Lee Roth as our Pope.
My mother's maiden name is, or of Italian descent, and it is Pope adjacent and linguistically, and so they were trying to figure out why, and basically they narrowed it down to somebody worked for the Pope,
Yeah.
somebody was the illegitimate son of a Pope, or somebody was an actor who played the Pope in a commedia dell'arte type setting.
How did they come to those three options?
I have no idea, but my grandfather made a very elaborate family tree and included
Wow.
that information and framed it and had it on the wall. So I
Wow, so
remember
you
it very
could be
well.
the bastard child of a Borgia Pope.
Yeah,
I love it. Avi, this
that
last one
kind
we're
of
going to be
explain
scratching.
a lot.
Also $200. One time's a $200. If we win it, we can always
Or-
use that money.
I like that-
14.
14. What do we say, chat? I'm seeing an 8 from Visk. Forbidden Pope love. Not back then, Pooh Stew, back then. Getting it on with the Borgia Pope was like de rigueur. You know, maybe the Pope would have even gotten the Jolly Toppler in the mix. Love a Borgia Pope. Seeing 42 from Really Cereal. I'm gonna call it. Let's take a look, Avi. It's a 43.
Oh,
It's a 43. Do we have any straights going here? We got 31, 34, 30. We have a 35 on the board. There's something of a straight here. You know, we need a 32. We need a 33 to really put us in straight territory. And Chris, you know how it goes when we get a straight. We get a straight.
that is so eerie because
Yes.
42 was not on the winning numbers. It was nowhere near the winning numbers, but 42 was guessed twice.
It was. It was, Avi. It was. The meaning of life. 42 itself. But this card has decided to give us a big fuck you with a 43. That's going to be
Not good at all.
exactly Shifty. Thank you for calling, Avi. Before you go, though, do tell us again, for everybody in Brooklyn, where are you showing your film?
The Lucky 13 Saloon at 7:30, $10 to $15, and it's a donation. It's a donation for a good cause.
Yeah. Avi, always a good
It's a
cause
great,
here.
great spot. So check it out, guys.
Thank you for calling. We'll catch you on the next one, Avi. Bye. Chris, I'm very nervous about this Pope. Not that it matters, you know. What kind of influence does the Pope really have in the world? Some, right?
I mean, it certainly has a lot of influence on the Catholic Church, and there's a lot of Catholics because not using birth control is part of the whole deal.
Yeah. It is, that's kind of one of the main things. Hey, you know, I knew the Swiss Guards, but I never knew that they had, like, Napoleon soldiers, too.
They also have guys in Donald Duck costumes.
Oh, I didn't see that. Where was that?
They marched in. I guess they're the Navy.
The Navy. Oh, yeah. Look at them over there. Got, like, little blue Civil War soldiers, Swiss Guard, bunch of Napoleonics. Looks like they got some World War I guys over there. This is like a Temu version of a Soviet military parade. Is the vibe I'm getting off of this. I don't want to disparage. Oh, there's Pooh Stew. Fecal Stewart, welcome.
Ew.
How's it going, man?
It's going. How you doing?
We're doing great. You know, we're just here trying to figure out who the next pontifex is going to be. Look at all these expected priests.
I'm trying to get these Pope points.
Trying to get these Pope points. Yes. Do you have a bet on who the Pope is going to be?
My only bet is that they're gonna be a Zionist.
All right. That's your bet. That the Pope is going to be a Zionist. That's not who the Pope is. I can't give you a lot of points for that, but you know, I don't even know how to rate that in terms of points. But we all know why you're here, Poostu. You're here to play a certain game, and I'll let you play that game if you are able to tell me. Where is my? I'm
I just
terrible here on
found
Pope
the
Day.
bet market for the Pope
Oh yeah, what do you got over there, Chris?
They've got a 63% Pietro Parolin. We have Fernando Filoni at 7%, so that's not that great. Luis Antonio Tegel. And then no other. We got a lot of 1% there, and then just other.
Yeah, I've got my money on other. I got my money on a David Lee Roth papacy.
I'm sorry. What about Pierre Battista Pizzaballa? Pizzaballa sounds like a fake Domino's promotion.
It was an Eric Andre skit.
I don't remember that one, Pustu.
Okay, hold on.
Time to
Hegel.
deliver a pizza ball.
Oh,
I like that Sidadenga knows some deets. Tegel is the progressive option. Okay, well, go Tegel
All right.
then.
Well, Tegel's doing badly in this betting market.
Yeah.
Is Parolin is
Oh, Pietro just dropped. Ooh. Oh, it's dropping fast. Is something going on?
Oh, looks like seeing some Tegel action. Is something happening over there back at the at POPEWATCH? Wow. Well, it's a big crowd, Chris, but I would have thought it'd be bigger,
I mean, what are
Loving
you
that
expecting?
angle. The sun is at a good angle in that shot.
Oh,
It is.
who's
I
to?
bet they
me
picked
tell
the
you.
Pope yesterday, and they did this on purpose.
I mean, Catholics have a flair for the dramatic, if you haven't noticed.
Pustu, we of course have the prices all correct on the show, but to play it, I'm going to need you to tell me. What should it say? This is a business that is in New York City. Do you know this business, Chris? I love this business.
Oh, I'm not seeing it in real life, but you have told me about it.
This is an amazing business. This business does it all, Pustu. And when I say does it all, I really mean that. The awning is going to be the name of the business, and it's going to be what they do. We know that at least some of what they do is related to taxes. What do you think this should say? And this is open to the chat too. I will take 10 points for a correct answer, 20 points for the best answer that is incorrect. And Pustu, you just have to give us a good answer to be able to qualify to play The Price is All Correct. Don't necessarily have to the best one, but it has to be a solid one. It has to be a solidly funny thing that this awning could say. Shifty guessing it's H&R Block. That's uninspired. Negative 2 points for Shifty.
Oh my God.
How about it's an Indian food place and a bail bondsman place, and it's called Biryani and Bail Bonds.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I like biryani and bail bonds. I like that.
You said they do all kinds of stuff. You said it's a multi-purpose company.
I like it. Kadanga is saying CPA while you wait. Avi says it can't be funnier than Butts Realty, which is an actual business in East Elmhurst. I guarantee you, Avi, I guarantee you this is funnier than Butts Realty. This is maybe the best business in all of New York City.
Visk, I hear invoices. That's inspired.
I like that too. That might be the winner today. ICUP from Starshine Kitten. Love that too. Ass taxes. Poodle Skirt. Never seen Poodle Skirt before in the chat before today, but coming in hot. I like that. I like it. It's not going to be the winner because I Hear Invoices is so fucking good. But I am going to give ass taxes. Give Poodle Skirt 5 points for ass taxes. We want to encourage new viewers to keep watching. Visk, I think you've got it. 20 points. I'm going to say yours is good enough to play the game. But let's show what we have here going on in What Should It Say? Don Juan Tax and Ice Cream Parlor.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love this. I drive by it all the time when I'm in New York. Does not seem like a place you'd want to buy ice cream from, but I love that they're doing it. I appreciate the hustle.
My favorite Brooklyn business sign was "God is real for the ones who believe in Him." Laundromat.
That might be the best sign in New York City. Yes, as far as I know, Don Juan Tax and Ice Cream Parlor is in business, Visk. I don't know if they're still serving ice cream, though. I've never gone inside. But that's going to lead us right into our prices all correct. Let's take a look.
From the Sears and Roebuck Fall and Winter Catalog of 1967, it's the new price is all correct. The Sears Corporation is not in any way affiliated with this program.
Well, you know how this goes, Pusto. We're going to be looking at entries from the Winter Catalog of the 1967 Sears catalog. Are you ready to see the first item on this?
Yeah.
The new price is all correct. Let's take a look. The Optimatic Power Toothbrush, a two-way brushing for twice bright teeth. Only your dentist can do a better job. First brush all teeth using up and down action gives the teeth 1,800 strokes a minute. Then brush side to side, concentrating on the inside and chewing surfaces of your teeth. Futuristic Rocket Dome is clear plastic, cordless power handle, sits in base, recharges when base is plugged into the outlet. Set includes 6 color-coded brushes with medium nylon bristles, white plastic base. The shipping weight of this bad boy is going to be 2 pounds and 1 ounce. I'm honestly shocked at this item. It looks so much like electric toothbrushes now. I had no idea they existed back then. And it looks like they basically haven't changed.
I just love that sort of space age shape too, the like sort of Robbie the Robot head with the toothbrushes inside.
Yeah. It's good. It's got real the future vibes. We have some references for prices in 1967 now, Poostu. We saw that maybe my favorite item in the whole catalog, the Snooki balaclava for children. That was like $2. Go-kart was like 150, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. How would you rate the Optimatic Power Toothbrush? Comes with 6 heads, all of them color-coded in this beautiful Robbie the Robot display case and charger.
I'm gonna guess $20.
$20. That's a solid guess. What do you think, chat? What do you think this thing costs? As with another game that this game bears no relation to, whoever is closest without going over is going to take it. They're going to get 10 points. Looking at that Optimatic Power Toothbrush for dual action brushing. You just flip the switch and you're going from up to down to side to side. No other brush can clean surfaces of your teeth more thoroughly. Really, cereal, $47.56. Poodle Skirt, $19.99. Shifty Merchant, $3.69. A little low, seems to me, Shifty. $8.99 from Visk. Sun King at $9.95. Poostu, you're the one on the phone. Do you want to amend at $20?
Yeah, let's make it 15.
15.
Oh, it's going down. Okay.
Let's find out. Let's find out. How much is the Optimatic Power Brush Toothbrush at? $18.75. It was a good bet going down.
Oh.
Did he get it? Did he get it, or is anybody closer?
No, I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
That's gonna be 10 points.
Wow.
Pursue. How you feeling, man?
I feel great. I love this for me.
I love it for you too. Let's take a look at the next item. For all all the pregnant ladies out there, we have the maternity dress, the lace tent dress of 50% cotton, 47% acetate, 3% other fiber. Another 3% other. We're looking at, it's trimmed with acetate satin band and bow. It's zippered in the back, dry clean only, available in beige or in black, in junior and Mrs. sizes for
Ooh, yikes.
people who
For your
got
teen
the bad
pregnancies.
way. Yeah. Well, you got to state your size to order it. They're coming in sizes from 7 to 16. The shipping weight is pound. Tent smock dresses. You'll wear the latest, smartest looks with Sears maternity fashions. What do you think, Bruce? Stu? How much is this maternity dress gonna cost?
First off, I personally cannot have enough acetate in my textiles.
I can't have enough 3% other fiber. You know, I'm betting 3% other Pope. I'm betting 3% other fiber. I love the 3% other.
I want to just let me click back and look at those numbers.
Other's gone down to 2.
It's looking hard for other.
People are looking, saying it's Parolin.
I'm
He's
sorry.
like the Secretary of State of the Vatican, right? Do I have that correct?
He's the Nepo baby of the bunch, then.
Yeah, but he's like, I think he was, if he was the Secretary of State, he would have been Francis's right-hand man.
Nepo baby.
Nepo baby. Well, you know, it's a Nepo baby's world. We all just live in it. So we're looking at that maternity dress. Poostu, what do you think it costs? Starshine Kitten says it's $34.94. Shifty's saying $12.
I'm gonna stick it at 15 again.
15. I like it. I like that bet for you. We're seeing 14 from Really Cereal, $13.50 from Visk, $7.95 from Sun King. Still want to stick with 15 before I do the big reveal?
Nah, let's do 9.
9! He's going down to 9! Let's find out. Ooh! Well, at least you're still in the running. You're still in the running. You would have been over with 15. $13.90 is the price. I think that's Visk.
Yeah.
That's awfully close. That's going to be 10 points for Visk. Visk got it, I think, like right on the nose in the last episode, too, right?
Yeah, oh no, I don't know, because I wasn't here.
Yeah. So I like that you're just yesing me. Like an Ed McMahon over there. You weren't even here, Chris. Just give me the old McMahon. Poostu, you ready for the last item in the regular game?
Yes.
Let's take a look. It's going to be the Lady Kenmore Batch Feed Food Disposer. Our fastest, quietest, and most rugged disposer, 5.5 inches, shredding ring, and a disc of heavy cast alloy. Upper chamber of rust and corrosion resistant stainless steel, precision designed hammers, pulverize all kinds of food waste. Cold water flushes them down the drain. Our batch feed model is activated by turning specifically designed sink stopper. An electrical switch is built right into the disposer's body. The Lady Kenmore Batch Feed Food Disposer. I love that they did not want to sully the name of Kenmore, which they were selling tools under.
They don't want to
It's like a
unmacho
garbage.
it.
Yeah, I don't want a lady to be using Kenmore. They had to make it Lady Kenmore. Just dripping with sexism. What do you think the Lady Kenmore Batch Feed Food Disposer costs, Poostu? Shifty says it's $45. Visk saying $28.99. This is a whole
25
garbage
bucks.
disposal. And I will give you a little bit of a hint. This is the most advanced of all of the Lady Kenmores.
Okay. How many items are in the Lady Kenmore catalog?
You know, there's no limit on this, man. They just use that designation all will ye nil ye. You know?
I'd like
at least
to see
in
other Kenmore products.
keep playing, and you very well might. I think Lady Kenmore might be a mainstay of Desperate Losers. Really, Serial coming in at $13.96 for the Lady Kenmore Batch Feed Food Disposer. Poostu, what do you feel?
$25.
$25. Now, go-kart, which is the only other thing we've seen that has a motor. It was like 150, but it is a much bigger machine. You're saying $25 on this Lady Kenmore. Sun King coming in at $79.95. Starshine at $28.95. Poostu, you want to stick with it? Or you want to change?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with $25.
We're going to stick with 25. Let's take a look on this last normal item. $84.95. I think that's going to be Sun King, is it not? Chris, did I lose you?
Sorry. Yes.
I think Sun King's got this.
Yeah, Sun King is the closest.
All right. That's going to be 10 points for Sun King. Poostu, you got one of them. That's pretty good. You know, you're competing against a lot of people here. But this next little thing is yours and yours alone. Do you want to... I'm going to give you a chance to decide whether you want to play, because you know the bonus game in The Price is All Correct is always kind of risky. I'm going to show you what it is, and then you decide whether you want to play. It is a game called Good, Better, Best. I'm going to show you an item from the catalog. And there are going to be 3 different tiers of this product. And you're going to tell me which one is the least, middle, and most expensive of it. Do you want to play Good, Better, Best?
Yes.
You're playing it. We're talking wheelchairs. I'm going to need you, Poostu, to rank these wheelchairs from least to most expensive.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go with the third one is the most expensive because it's got a reclining feature and some little leg pads. You see the comfortable little leg pads you got there? That's fancy. That's high end. That's the best one.
Yeah, hold on. I didn't get into the points. I forgot to get into the points. The way this is going to work is for each one you get correct, you're going to win 25 points. But for each one you get incorrect, you're going to lose 25 points.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful.
Yeah. So you're saying the recliner, this guy reading his book, that's going to be the most expensive one.
Yeah, Uncle Junior sitting there in his reclining wheelchair. I love that for him.
Yeah.
That's a fancy man.
He is a fancy man. You know, I think it was the gang did him dirty, you know, just because he was a loving man. Don't like how they shamed Junior. What do you think the cheapest one out here is?
The cheapest one is the one that nobody would sit in.
And you're saying 2. So you're saying the order here is going to be 2, 1, 3.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a look. Let's see how you did. Well, it turns out the recliner is actually the worst one. It's the cheapest one of the bunch.
That's nuts to me. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It is a little nuts. The Sears catalog is very strange. So the actual order is going to be 3, 2, 1. That's losses across the board. That's negative 75 points, Poostu.
Yikes.
Sorry.
That's heartbreaking.
But you know that's how the game is played. Unfortunately, it's a risk, high reward, high risk kind of situation.
This is both of my point banks. I don't get to pick a point bank.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to ask you. I assume you won it from your spending points and not from your rank.
You've got 322 score and 445 spend. So 445. So you're down to 370 spending points, which is still a good amount.
That's still pretty good. I think he's one of the top spending points people on the board. Poostu,
Yeah.
we got you on the phone now. How do you feel about your place of honor here in the Let's Trim Our Hair in accordance with the Desperate Lifestyle poster?
Chris already knows. I don't want to be right there.
I mean,
I'd much rather.
I hear you. But that is where you landed on the thing. But you're on there. It's a place of honor. You know, poop soup, as they would say your screen name in Korean.
Place of honor.
It is though, and I think I love about your place on the board here too is whoever is in the number 9 position is totally fucked because they're going to be completely obscured by your hair.
Yeah, you couldn't have put me in like 3 or 5.
No, I want you and Shifty to be buried next together on this for eternity. And this is what I haven't like fully figured out how I'm gonna do this, Pooster, but I think that once this is filled, once we have enough submissions to fill this thing up, for everybody who has had an entry successfully on the board, I'm gonna print up a poster and I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh, so that would be amazing.
You'll get a poster where you're right next to Shifty Merchant. You know what, Poostu? Maybe I'll have to figure out how many points it is. Maybe I'll move you for a certain number of points.
Yeah, there we go. Put a price tag.
I'll figure out what that should cost. It's gonna be pretty high. Whatever it is, it's gonna be pretty high.
Oh man, you're trying to hurt me. You want me in pain.
It's better TV if I hurt you, unfortunately.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
Yeah. You didn't get the Pope on this call, but you know, that's how the Holy See rolls.
Oh no, talk to me for a little bit longer. Talk to me for a few more minutes.
Justify it. Give me a reason to talk to you.
Anecdotes.
Yeah, this show runs on good content.
No, it doesn't.
Sure. I have a prompt this time. You know, I had the P-Funk story all locked and loaded because we were talking about stuff, but...
What? Oh, yeah.
There's no prompt. I can't just pull a story out of the aether, you know what I mean? I gotta have a
Well, if you want to stay on the line to try to get a stab at the Pope, you gotta give me a story.
Don't say... Listen, let's not bring up stabbing in Italy. They're too connected.
Boy, that would be dramatic if the Pope got stabbed and fell over the balcony and they had to do it all over again.
Oh, gosh.
Man, that would be nuts.
Yeah. It'd be a great end to the David Lee Roth papacy, though.
Well, I don't have anything interesting to say, so I should give somebody else a stab at the Pope.
All right. Thank you for calling, Poostu. You'll always be here in this place of honor unless you pay us to move you. Bye.
All right.
That was a good call. I always love hearing from Poostu. That number for anybody else who might want to call in, be on the line when the Pope comes out. We get the big reveal. Do we get the David Lee Roth papacy? Do we get the stabbing where he falls over the railing and the beginning of the Sammy Hagar papacy? 917-524-7853.
Oh, Shifty tries to help Poostu with an anecdote, but Poostu's already gone.
Yeah, you know, I feel like Shifty gives a lot more love than he gets back from old Poostu. Chris, what's the situation in Rome? Have we heard from Matt?
Well, we haven't heard anything from Matt, although I really appreciate that he got all these angles set up for us. I mean, the shots are stunning. We're getting a lot more balcony content now, so I feel like, you know, they're gearing up.
If no,
I will say,
when the Pope comes out, that's gonna be those points are going to the orphans.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they should probably anyway. You know, being as you know, church is supposed to help people. I also noticed, and this is a lot of the crowd is wearing their backpacks on the front of their bodies because Italy has some of the best pickpockets in the world, and I just appreciate that even in this this group of religious folks, we've still got some street smarts in there, so that's good to see. Watch your wallets.
I got a
friends.
nice little thing that Visk made relevant to our purposes here a few months ago. Got this thing going on. It's pretty funny. I'm going to say 5 points for that. 5 points for that. God, can you imagine the smile, just the way the smiles would drain from these people's faces if the curtain opens and it's David Lee Roth in there?
They wouldn't know who he was.
They'd know. You don't think all of Italy celebrates the later works of Van Halen?
Did I ever tell you about the time my dad played baseball with David Lee Roth?
No. What are the circumstances under which a father might play baseball with
He
David
was,
Lee Roth?
he was in his 20s. There was a group of them. They went down to St. Martin for like a visit at a one of these resorts, and the theme of the resort was like sports, and there was a pickup game of baseball. And the first night that they were like down there was an open mic, and David Lee Roth played some music at the open mic, and my father was like, this guy's a pretty good singer, but his guitar work is not very good. If he's going to make it, he's going to have to find a hell of a guitar player. But then they played a game of baseball, and David Lee Roth, excellent baseball player. Rest of his team, not so great. My dad's team won. And he's like, and this guy just would not shut up about his band. And he gave him some promotional material.
The
and
follows
like,
just keep coming.
oh,
Whoa,
nice new
hello.
follower.
Thank you for following us, Mr. Hyrax. Welcome.
Yeah.
Desperate Losers. It's going to be 7 points for you.
Nice.
Chris.
Um,
oh, whoa. I think we're
what?
getting the Pope here. I think we're getting the Pope. Whoa. Let's take a look. Let's get some audio.
Oh, interesting. Is he just going to say, I'm the Pope now?
Annuncio vobis gaudium magnum.
Shit, who speaks Latin?
I don't know. Anybody who speaks Latin, call in. Get these Pope points. Call in now. You're definitely going to get those 25 points from being on the line when the Pope gets announced.
Eminentissimum, ac reverendissimum Dominum, Dominum Robertum Franciscum, Sancte Romane Ecclesiae, Cardinalem Prevost. Qui sibi nomen imposuit Leonem decimum quartum.
So, here's the thing. I'm watching this announcement. I don't know.
Mr. Hyrax, this guy's got jokes. That's 5 points. That's a great fucking line, Mr. Hyrax. Welcome. Oh, we got Shifty. Shifty coming in for the Pope points.
Who's this guy in the red? That's not the Pope. He's got to be in white.
No.
No, he's the announcer.
Shifty, you did us real dirty today. I thought you had cancer.
What did I do?
I was super worried about you. You come in here with this ominous, I learned what cancer is today. And I think, oh, God, Shifty has cancer. Like, that's horrible.
No,
and instead,
actually,
you're just an idiot who literally learned what cancer is today.
No, I actually listened to a radio show last night where, like, a doctor was describing what cancer was, and it just blew my mind. I had never understood what it actually is. And I just thought, like, I would share that with everyone. Like, this is what cancer is. It's like, it's when a cell just says, fuck you, I'm just going to divide and grow, and it becomes its own cancerous cell that just grows and grows and grows, and your body can't stop it. And I literally thought it was mind-blowing that I never understood what cancer was until I heard this doctor tell me what it was.
This is going to be a great clip, Chris. Make sure we clip this. It's just all these people going nuts, trying to find out who the new Pope is, and Shifty telling us who cancer is. That's a great fucking clip right there. People are going to go nuts for that kind of content.
Oh, okay. It is.
Oh, this guy on the statue, he's got to get a good look.
Wait, we got a
Pope?
People,
like,
yeah, we have a Pope.
It is
Robert Francis.
I'm still
Robert
confused.
Francis Prevost.
He was the favorite, right, Chris?
No, I don't think he was. Was he?
No,
Yeah,
I
think
voted
he
for
was-
the
he was
pie,
at the top.
the pie guy.
Pizza
The guy who
balls?
was on top. The pie guy was who I was voting for.
Ah, yeah.
His name
Well,
started with P-I-E.
It was the pizza balle. That's enough of that Pope stuff.
He's the
They're gonna drag this out all day.
Of course they're going to drag it out all day. Shifty, can you not appreciate this? Look at this. We've dragged this card out all day.
It's
We have
boring.
only scratched
It's
one
boring.
row.
I mean, it's like watching the grass grow. You know, like, hey, there's more guys out here, and now they're doing this, and well, wait, 20 minutes later, and now there's the different guys out here, and now they're doing this. Like,
Shifty, not a fan of pomp or circumstance.
why is there a big crowd there? Who cares?
Why is
are
there a
these people
big crowd there? Because this guy holds the keys to the kingdom of heaven. They're picking a dude to hold the keys to the kingdom of heaven.
You know, basically, yeah. As far as the Catholic Church is concerned, he is God. Like, he speaks for God.
No, whoa. That is
No.
blasphemy. He is not God. He's just like God's bouncer.
He's
Okay, he's
American.
God's bouncer.
Oh, we got an American Pope.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, he's got about as much power as like the Prime Minister of like England or something, you know, or the King of England. I mean, like, the King of England doesn't.
The King
have
of
any
England
power.
doesn't have any power.
He's just rich.
Yeah, rich people have. Let me tell you something. The Pope is going to have a lot of under-the-table power. All right, Shifty.
The Pope has power. I don't know about.
Shifty, you're the worst person to have on the line while we're talking popes. Like we should just get down to business. Shifty, you
I am an atheist and I don't like religion. Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
I also don't love it myself, but you know it is Pope Day. We got to show a little bit of respect for people for whom this is a big deal. This is the biggest news in the world.
You know, what is that, Ash Wednesday? It's
Yeah,
like,
and
I
for-
call
you know
that Catholic Awareness Day, where you find out, like, all the people you know who are Catholic because they have dirt on their forehead.
Wow, Shifty. I just don't even know how to respond to this. I just don't even know what to say to make this
I didn't know you were
okay.
Catholic. Oh, yeah. Oh,
I'm-
there's the dirt.
Wow. Yeah, it's Catholic outing day for you, Ash Wednesday.
Oh my gosh.
That's when they all
Basically, yeah,
come
you
out of the
walk around and
closet.
there's people with dirt on their forehead, and you're like,
Yeah.
what is that? And they're like, oh, I'm Catholic. It's Ash Wednesday. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know what that was because I'm
Yeah.
not Catholic.
It's the one day a year where you can see people and think less of them, right, Shifty?
I'm not thinking less of them, but I am not joining their particular way of believing in
All right.
a God.
I
Put it
hear
that way.
that. Shifty, we're gonna play pre-qualifying game here. This is gonna decide whether I can give you the full $2 million gold rush, or whether you're gonna be playing a measly $2 gold rush. Let's take a look. We're playing Dog Toy Baby Toy.
It's time for everyone's favorite guessing game. Dog toy, baby toy, or sex toy? Jesus, are you being real? That's the game?
Yes, Howard, that is the game. Shifty, you know how this game works. It's one of three options. This thing you're looking at, it's either a dog toy, it's a baby toy, it's a sex toy. If it is a sex toy, we're risking everything because we could be kicked off of Twitch for showing a sex toy. So if you do not follow us on YouTube, get in there. Follow us on YouTube. This may be our last transmission from Twitch. You're gonna want to follow us. Same handle over there at Desperate_losers over there at YouTube. Follow us in case we get kicked off of Twitch. Shifty, we're looking at like a silicone, like too bulbous situation. What do you think? Dog toy, baby toy, sex toy?
Well, I mean, it definitely looks like it could be a sex toy, but I'm probably not going to go with sex toy.
They all look like they could be any of them.
I mean,
baby toy.
at least this one looks legitimately like it could be. I mean, that could be a sex toy.
Yeah.
And a baby toy, probably not. I'm going to go with dog toy, I think.
Ooh.
You're going dog
New
toy.
Pope. New Pope name Leo the 13th.
Leo the 13th. Pick an original name. Don't like it. 12 other guys already have Leo. Get a new name. Get another one in the
It's
mix.
always like a popular,
Yeah. Pope Jeff the
Francis
First.
wasn't necessarily like
Benedict I'd never really heard before, but what was the one before? John Paul? Like, I never heard Paul.
JP2, baby.
Yeah, he was, that's still a name that got in the mix, but not one of the big ones.
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah.
Was he at least not 90 years old? I didn't see it. Probably like
Current...
70, at least 70. He's at least 70.
Chris, you think we'll ever see a Pope Telly?
He's dead, so he doesn't qualify, but...
No, I mean just a Pope who names themselves Telly the First.
Oh, no.
I would like to see it. I'd like to see it.
The new Pope is 70 years old.
The new Pope is 70 years old. All right. So you're saying dog toy over here.
It's like a requirement. You can't be
saying
younger
dog
than
toy.
70.
Let's take a look at a review now. If you don't change your answer and it is a dog toy, you're going to win 10 points. If you change your answer, we'll come down 5 points off of that 10. Let's take a look. This review is it's from Mushy Eye. 5 stars. My blank loves to grab this blank and blank put it in his blank. Lol. Easy to blank. For on the go plus looks aesthetic in your blank. This is a New Year's Day review from last year from Mushy I or L. I don't know if that's a lowercase L or an I, but Mushy sends us this review letting us know that this item looks aesthetic in your blank. Shifty, what do you think? What do you think this thing is?
I mean, 5 stars. Nobody should give that a 5-star. I don't know. I don't think it should deserve a 5-star.
Do you have experience with this product, Shifty?
I mean, if it's going to be 5 stars, it better just blow me away. I'm not putting 5 stars on just everything.
That might be what it's for. It might be for blowing people away. People are putting it in their blanks. I've got cat toys. I've got cat toys that were really nice, and they're not as durable as they said they were, and they're falling apart, and the cat's tearing them to pieces. I wouldn't give them a 5-star. But Shifty, this is not your cat toy. Oh, we're getting a look at that Pope. Let's take a look at that. Hold on. We got to go to the Pope. There he is.
Oh, is he coming out?
New Pope.
Yeah, that looks more like a guy who could be the Pope.
What, because he's just some white old guy? Yeah, that's basically how they do it.
Well, yeah, but everybody's been saying it's going to be an old white guy.
Well, yeah.
Because of course it is.
Yeah, of course it is.
Who else would it be? It's not going to be an Asian chick.
Yeah.
Born in Chicago.
Wow.
He was the bishop in Peru, though.
Wow. But
that was quick, though. I really thought they were going to drag it out.
Yeah. Do you think that this...
No, I don't drag it out.
You think that this Pope is into having Italian beefs? You think we're going to see Italian beefs and deep dishes in the Vatican? I hope so. I hope so.
He looks like somebody's uncle. I don't know.
You know what? Most popes are somebody's uncle.
All right, fair enough.
Shifty, what do you think? You're still going dog toy on this thing? This thing that looks aesthetic and you're blank?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a 6. It could be, but I think it's going to be a dog toy because after the last one I got burned on the baby toy. I'm thinking that because I mean, just the last one was kind of like this, where the baby could just chew on it. Yeah. But I'm still thinking this is going to be a dog toy.
Still thinking it's a dog toy. I'll tell you one thing that is definitely dog-related, which is that you have just been an absolute dog-shit caller for the moment that the Pope was on, because you gave us nothing, but you know what? You still get those 25 points. Chris, did we give Shifty those 25 points for being our Pope caller?
No, we're going to give I'm going to give those to him.
Get him in there. Shifty needs those points. Get him those points, even though he contributed no good color commentary to the rising of Pope. What was it, like Johnny the 13th?
Hey, I'm not a big fan of the Pope.
I know. I'm
not a big fan.
You don't need to be a fan.
I tried to resolve.
But give us some
not to
vinegar.
Be rude.
You know?
Well, do you want me to give you vinegar?
No, I don't. The moment has passed. The moment has passed. The moment has passed. But it's time for this. It's a baby toy, Shifty. You did not qualify.
Come on! No! This game. I hate this game. Stop making me play this game.
You're 0 out of 0 on this game. You've never, or like 0 out of, 3 times you've played it? Never.
I hate the game. You fool me every time. I changed my answer and it was wrong. I stuck with my answer, it was wrong. It's 3 in a row now. I've been wrong.
Have you considered that I am not tricking you, but you're just not very good at this game?
No, my logic is sound. My logic is sound. I go through it. I think about it. I look at it like there's no way.
Well, Shifty, you know we're going to keep playing this game. So here's my advice to you. Shifty, go down to the
Hate
mall.
that game.
Go down to the mall. Go into the pet supermarket. Take a look at what the toys are. Start to familiarize yourself with the materials. Maybe you'll
I don't have a
better in this
baby,
game.
so why would I do that?
You might have children in
shots
your
fired
life.
here from Poostu. Shifty, I am gonna. I feel I'm gonna take pity on you. I'm only gonna give you this $2, but I'm gonna give you the whole card. What do you want over here?
I mean,
what do you think the winning numbers are? Give them to me, just one right after the other. What do you think the winning numbers are?
Yeah, $2 ticket here. Let's go 10 and 15.
10 and 15. I'm gonna need 3 more numbers. 10, 15. Give me some more.
7,
7,
9, and 15.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to write this down. I'm realizing.
Did I already say 15?
I'm gonna have to write this down. Hold on a second here. Let's get it. Let's get this going. So you are saying 10, 15. What else you got for me, Shifty? 10,
My
15.
answer's 2, 1, 3.
We had 10,
10,
15.
15.
Yeah, 7 was one of
Yeah.
them, I think.
7, 3, and 1.
3 and 1. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. First one is a 1.
Ooh, bad juju.
Yeah, but not for Shifty. That's gonna be 5 points. Let's take a look at the next one.
I was only 1 away on the previous card.
Whoa!
Chat.
This card is a
Close.
winner. We just
Whoa,
won
already?
$4 on this.
You hear that, Poostu? That music says that Shifty is great.
I do.
Well, let's find out what the new Pope thinks about Shifty. Get him on the line, Chris.
I'm actually
All right.
currently
That's going to be 10
Look-
points. 10 points for a winning card. Wow, every scratch has been a winner for Shifty so far. Let's take a look. Will this luck continue? We're looking at a 6 here. That is not going to do it for you, Shifty.
Luck's gonna run out.
Not going to do it.
This is oh my god. What is happening to me?
That's a point for you, though. Pity point there. Let's take a look at another one here.
you know, the youngest pope may have been 12.
Wasn't there a pope that was a baby? I think
We've got no baby popes.
I
That
think
may have
there
been an
was-
There's no
anti-pope.
baby popes.
I feel like there a pope in Avignon who was a baby, maybe. 13 is that one. That's also.
I think that's like the
not gonna do it for
Maharaji
you.
or something. Might have been like 5 years old once.
A Maharaji has no place in a pope discussion. What are you bringing Maharajis into this for?
No
Last
other
one.
religions
Last
are
one over
allowed
here,
to
Shifty.
be discussed.
Last
No
winning
other
number.
religions are allowed in this discussion.
It's a 17. What's up? They're not allowed. It's just not relevant to the conversation. That's not going to do it
How
for
is
you
discussing
either.
other religions other than Catholicism not allowed in the discussion of electing a new Catholic pope? That's
Because
exactly
the
what
key
we're talking about.
phrase is Catholic Pope. We're not talking about the Maharaja. We're talking about the Pope.
You brought it up.
You brought it up. I only brought up the Pope.
No, you
We were
did.
talking popes. No, I brought up a baby Pope.
Yeah, the baby pope, and then it made me think of the fact that there was like a 3-year-old who was a... You're killing me here.
I think it's you, man. All right, give me the next 5, Shifty. What do
It's
you
called
Nope.
improv. You.
We have no baby pope, guy.
No baby Pope. All right.
No baby pope. Youngest pope.
All right, fine.
The youngest pope was 11 years old. That's Pope Benedict the Ninth. And I double checked to see if there was a baby anti-pope. No go on the anti-pope.
No baby popes. Guys, it's time for a baby Pope. Let's get a baby in.
Well, maybe a pope who's less than 80 years old would be nice, I guess.
I mean,
What
this
about
one's
the Pope who's
70.
0 years old. Well, Let's lop that 7 off and get a baby Pope in the mix. Shifty, what are you thinking? This last row, give me 5 numbers. What do you think?
Ooh, we've got a half hour left.
We do? Oh, shit.
Oh, boy,
Oh,
is this
shit.
thing going fast. Only 30 minutes left to go.
Shifty, you know what that means. I'm going to double your points over here on this last row if you get any of it right. What do you think? What do you think?
I'm thinking 5, probably 2,
2.
14,
14.
and 25.
25. Let's take a look. First one. I'm going to take some guesses from the chat. Chat, get in the mix. Let's see what you got for this first one. Shifty's saying that it could be a 5, 2, 14, 25. It's okay if you guess similar numbers to Shifty. It's okay if you pick your own. Get some in there. Throw 5 numbers at me. If you get any, then make Chris scramble to figure out if you won. And that's 22 from Poostu. I think that's a little high for this card. But you never know. There could be a 22 in the mix. Let's take a look at the first one at least.
Yeah.
It's a 20. It's a 20.
Okay.
It's a 20. That's not going to do it for anybody, but there are things in the 20s at least that we are seeing on this card. Getting a lot of numbers from other folks now. All right, now we're cooking with gas. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the next one, shall we? That's going to be an 18, our lucky number around here. Did anybody have the 18?
Nope.
No.
I've got a list of papal scandals pulled up.
What's a top scandal?
Well, actually, the number one is that Pope Benedict IX, who became Pope when he was like 11, because he sold the papacy to somebody else, and then 3 times over the course of his life, they put him back in as Pope. But then later, another Pope described him as a demon from hell in the disguise of a priest.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's weird.
How much you get for the papacy?
I don't know.
What do you think it's worth?
Good question.
Probably a lot, right? You know, if we sold the papacy around here, we would not be in such terrible debt. More than
That's true.
$1,700 in the hole. Let's get our hands on the papacy and sell it.
You know, actually, my brother and his wife have 3 daughters, and all 3 of them went to Catholic school because his wife's Catholic.
Shifty, that's not a story. If you, brother, had
it's an
sold the
antidote.
papacy, that would be a story.
You
know someone who went to Catholic school? That's not a story. Let's take a look at that next.
I was trying. I was trying.
I know you were trying, but failed. 5. It's a 5. Do we have any 5s?
We have a 5 at
In
Really
Mexico,
Cereal's got a 5.
There's 2 schools. There's the dumb people school, like the dumb people school, and then there's the private school that's the Catholic school.
That's 10 points for Really Cereal.
Okay.
All right, let's take a look at the next one. Shifty. It's a 19. That's not going to do it for you, my friend. Anyone else have that 19?
No 19s, but the papacy was sold for 1,000 pounds in silver.
Wow, what year was that?
In 1045.
Yeah, get the exchange rate. Let's find out how much that was. That's a lot back then, I think. 1,000 pounds of silver. 19. All right. Shifty,
I'm holding back as much as I can.
Don't hold back, Shifty. Don't hold back.
I do not want to talk about the Catholic Church.
They're going to come get you.
I don't know that I want you to talk about it either. 15! We're looking at a 15. Did anybody have it? Shifty did not. Anybody have it? Shifty was close, though. 14.
$261 million.
That ain't going to happen.
$61 million. Wow, Chris, we could really pay off our debts if we sell the papacy.
I know. Oh, we could do it by buy your papal today.
Yeah, that's a nice pun
PayPal.
from Vesk. That would normally be
Well,
worth
at least we
5
got
points.
the double $2.
Yeah,
we got the
double $2. This is a winner. It is a winning
Yeah.
card. Shifty, you did earn some points today.
You did.
You know, it was only on a lousy $2 scratcher, but you did do pretty good. Look at it there. Here's a winning card. We'll be cashing that in. Shifty, you want to leave us with any words of wisdom that aren't related to the Catholic Church?
Well, yeah, don't make me play the game. Was I paying attention? Because the answer
Dog
is
toy,
no.
baby toy, sex toy?
Oh no, the game.
No
What
way I
are you
was.
paying attention?
Oh, are you paying attention? That's a Matt game.
I hate
That's
that
a
game.
Matt game. I
Yeah, he's super busy with Rome.
I'm gonna let you know. You'll never see that game from me because I wasn't paying attention. I have no idea what's happening on this show.
I don't know. It was a salad, right? It was a tomato, and there was a salad behind it. He's like, no.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a tough game. Thank you for playing, Shifty. We'll catch you next week.
Good day.
Bye.
I always like kind of hanging up on him abruptly. I don't mean to. I was, but he always like speaks. He always speaks right after I've hit hang up. So it always looks like I hung up on him. Chris, there is someone we need to call, and that's someone
right.
Texted the show. This is worth. Now normally this would be worth 100 points for Really Serial, but we are in the last little stretch of the show. This might be worth 200 points because we're doubling points.
Is it a lightning round?
Let's call this person, find out what their story is. Call him right now.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Aw.
Ah, that's no good.
Can we leave a message?
No, but we can't. It just hung up on us. So I'm gonna text this person. Call us back for 100 points. If this person calls us back, they'll get 100 points. We'll give it 200 points to Really Serial. Maybe we'll call back a little later, Pooh. We'll give it a shot. We'll see. Well, here's the thing. I did text with this person. You know, it's not a completely. Yeah. I did say I was going to call today around this time. Shifty Merchant claiming the new pope looks like a nerd. That's kind of the bag for popes, you know? You don't want some toned up, like, ripped jock pope. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to be thinking about a ripped pope.
Should I ask ChatGPT who the most athletic pope was?
Sure, fine. Ask ChatGPT who the most athletic pope was. That seems like a good use of our dwindling natural resources.
Absolutely. Oh, JP2.
JP2 is the most ripped of popes.
Yeah.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't buy JP2.
The Putin of popes. You want a shirtless bareback pope, Poostu?
I mean, bareback is definitely the way that they like to do it church-wise. I'm just not buying it. I'm not seeing guns out, suns out with JP2. Not buying it. You know what? We'll give that number one more call. We'll see how it goes.
Oh my god, what a ridiculous title on a NBC News article.
Get 2 rings. 3 rings. 4 rings.
Your call has been forwarded to
That's garbage. Oh well. Sorry, Really Serial. It doesn't look like we're gonna get that call. But you know what? I feel like just the fact that we got a text back. Did we give Really Serial any points for that, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it definitely promoted some sort of interaction.
Yeah. You know. It wasn't great show content, but it was pretty good. I give it 10 points, up to 20, because it's the last 30 minutes of the show. We are opening that line back up. Give us a call, 917-524-7853. You may win a chance to help us get $2 million. And if we get $2 million, I'm going to give that person 5,000 points. If you are on the phone with us when we win $2 million, I'm going to give you know what? Not even 2 million points. 2 million points to the person who's on the phone with us when we win $2 million.
Wow.
Should we look at some of these bonuses, Chris? What do we think?
Sure. Let's take a little peek.
Let's take a look. What do we think is under this bonus?
I'm gonna always say, well, is it a multiplier or is it a picture?
I don't know. I'm gonna read the directions on the back. Multiplier. Get a. If we see a gold bar, we'll have won $200 instantly. But I don't think that's related. I think that these bonuses, I think they have to match the winning number. I think there's numbers under there. Chat, Chris, what do you think? $100 bonus. What is it? I want to see some numbers.
But it's 20.
You're saying it's a 20.
Yeah.
Well, that'll go to the orphans if you're right. I'm going to say that it's a 41, which would go to the orphans if I'm right. 22 from Pooch2. 33 from Sun King. 21 from Abisk. Let's take a look. Really Serial saying 27. Let's take a look. This $100 bonus is a 12. Not gonna do it for anybody.
I'm hoping for gold bars.
Oops, that doesn't work anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. Next one, $200 bonus. What do we think? What do you think, Chris?
18.
18. Love it. Love to see an 18. It wouldn't be a winner for us.
No.
35, because I want to win.
I want to win, but I'm looking at our track record.
It's pretty good, though. We bought this card with winning money. We didn't do a spell, though, Chris.
It's true.
10 from Visk. 17 from Really Serial. We feel a little sacrilegious on this Pope Day to try to be invoking devilry to try to win.
I mean, we don't have to invoke devilry. There's other things we can invoke.
Should we do a prayer? Should we do a prayer?
Oh my gosh.
You want to do?
No.
You want to do a couple Hail Marys for us, Chris?
No, thank you.
Great streaming content. We're losing viewers as we speak.
I know. I know. It's amazing. I love watching the numbers drop.
Let's take a look. The $200 bonus is a 28. Not a winner for us. Not a winner for anyone. Last bonus on here. Let's take a look. What do you guys think it is? What do you think it is? I'm not going to give Shifty. I don't want to reward bad behavior. You're not going to get points for being the worst Pope Day caller of all time. In fact, you already have a lot of points. We haven't looked at it yet. Let's look at the leaderboard, Chris. Where are we at?
Yeah, it's true.
Things? Is it ready?
I mean, yeah, it's good to go.
High atop the heap, McDykel. 10,009 points. That coward never called us. You know, we got an email from someone claiming to be McDykel, dispersing his points among the players. Asked that McDykel to call in and confirm it. Did not get the confirmation. Something very suspicious about that email. Sun King, next one down, 559. Sun King, that's a lot of points. Cash him in, brother. Cash him in. Shifty Merchant, 543. 485 spending points. Clarky here, 510. Bone Amputee, 478. Jubakis, 430. Starshine Kitten. Always love seeing Starshine in the chat, 400. Visk at 336. Pooh Stew at 322. Really Serial crept onto the board at 204. I think Really Serial pushed Avi off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice. Congratulations to Really Serial. Shifty looking to... he's within striking distance of Sun King.
Yeah.
Shifty could get this. You know, he could maybe get there. with the help of the $500 bonus. We haven't looked at the prize wall in a minute either. Let's take a look at the prize wall. What can you do with all those points you have been accruing?
Desperate losers. Prize wall. What a collection of wall-to-wall horse shit.
Couldn't agree more. Howard, 25 points gets you an NFT. And is this a non-fungible token? No.
No.
It's a non-functioning token. It is a JPEG in a zip file with a password. 100 points will get your filthy ad in the countdown. Avi was interested in that. Avi, send us a little message on the side. We'll make an ad for you for 100 points. 200 points. I can't believe more people don't cash in for this. 200 points. It's going to get you a Kojak trading card. I'm going to show those after we finish going through these, just because I feel like people should be going for that. 300 points will get you a roast from Geraldo. Now, these get a lot of views on YouTube. It's the only content we make that gets a lot of views.
Yeah.
500 points. We've never seen one of these cashed in, so I don't know what it'll look like yet, but it will get you the most private nighttime thoughts of Larry King.
That's one I'm really interested in.
Very curious about what that's going to look like. 650 points, we don't know. But it will be some sumptuous wonder. 750, a prize beyond words. 850, a life-changing opportunity. 999, something pretty good. But for 100,000 points, you will become the executive producer of this show. And that is not like a title. That is not just like you will meaningfully be part of like production meetings for this show if you spend 100,000 points. No one's close to it, not even McDykel, but, over time, we may see someone get close. Now, if you cash in those 200 points for a Kojak trading card, you're not only going to get a Kojak trading card from us, it could be one of several. There's some good ones in there. Look at that. Telly Counting Cash. Love that one. Roger Robinson from the August Wilson repertoire. He was on Kojak. Got Kojak in here talking to lady dressed like a Roma, sucking down lollipops. And if you order one of these Kojak cards, absolutely free for a limited time, while we have them, I'm going to throw in a Dobson. I'm going to throw in a Kevin Dobson that's going to come with your possible telly card. 200 points gets you 2 Kojak cards. Guys, these are immensely valuable. They don't make them anymore.
Well,
Visk,
they're
no,
rare.
You do not get a chunk of the debt. You do not. You will be free and clear of our debt. You will just actually be the executive producer of this show. We're looking for callers. 917-524-7853. Visk, you haven't called in a minute. Get in here. Help us finish off this beautiful
strong.
$2 million card. Could you imagine, Visk, you get on the phone with us. We win $2 million on this. You win 2 million points. You could become the executive producer of the show overnight. I'd be proud to have Visk on the team. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
It's a good seed, that Visk.
He is.
Good seed. We're losing viewers because no one's calling. Let's see that $500 bonus. Chris.
Let's take a look.
$500 bonus is a 29. Does anyone have 29s out there?
I'm just scanning here. No, not even. I'd even take an earlier 29.
Yeah, but you're not seeing anything.
No.
This card sucks. I don't know how to feel about the new Pope either. Don't know anything about him. Don't know anything about that new Pope.
Wow.
Let's keep going though. Let's see what the prizes would be. Let's just do all these prizes. 200 there. 5,000. Ooh, that would be pretty fucking sweet. You know what I was thinking about during the opening of the show when we had that little line from Howard about how we're on Dick Van Dyke's emergency contact?
Yes.
What if he dies this week because we didn't get?
Oh my gosh! Don't say that, because last night my kid was asking what you were like in real life, and I said, "Buddy from the Dick Van Dyke Show."
But he's gone. We lost. What's his face?
No, I know. Buddy, Buddy Sorrell's been gone for a long time. What's his real name? Mel. Oh my God, Maury Amsterdam.
Yeah. He had a big hit song in the 1940s. All right, so the prizes we're looking at now: $200, $5,000, $40, that's gonna be $5,000 and a $10,000. Let's take them from lowest to foremost for $40, guys. What do we think? $40. This middle one. What number do we think that is, Chris? Oh,
I think it's a 28.
Did I miss that in chat? Visk not doing so good today?
Yeah, he's dealing with some dizzy spells, so he's just gonna rest and get well soon because, it's important.
Yeah, I get those too. I'm sorry to hear that, Visk. What do we think this is gonna be?
I think it's gonna be a 14.
Did you just say, I think it's gonna be a 14? Did you throw a little Mario sauce on that?
I can't help it.
Yeah. It's Pope Day.
It's Pope Day. Feeling very Italian.
I agree with Poostu's sentiment. Visk is one of the best of us. Shifty saying 17, Visk saying 25, Sun King saying 32, Poostu saying 22. Let's take a look. It's a 15. It's a 15. That does nothing.
No.
This card is awful.
Yeah, it is. This is a real loser of a card.
I think this is a waste of $10.
Oh, it's almost as if all these cards are a
That's not true.
Waste of money.
That is not true, Chris. We won $4. Doubled our money on this card.
That's true.
It's enough to
what
make
a
you
gold
wanna
rush.
keep going. Enough to make you want to keep going. You know what? Let's see the other prizes before I scratch some more. Let's see them all. Let's see them. This one is $10,000. That would be, God, that'd be great.
I mean,
that'd be great. This one's $25.
Listen, I'd even take $25. $10,000 sounds nice, but even $25 would be pretty significant considering the other winnings that have been on the show, which have included
$100,000. $80,000 a year for 25 years.
Wow. Think of all the references to obscure and forgotten media we could make.
I know. Could you imagine? $50 times 20. Be 1,000. All right. There's some big money.
Yes, Shifty, that is how the lottery works. Thank you.
Shifty really holding down the fort with quality comments.
Yeah, he's learning so much, and
he
distributing.
learned what cancer is today.
I know.
We found out he doesn't like the Pope. Over the weekend, I found out that one of the light switches in his house is a Grateful Dead light switch, and don't know why. That is a thing. For 200 times 1, a mere $200. What do we think this one is, Chris? Chat, what do we think?
I think it's a 28.
God, I love the Poostu Shifty rivalry.
I know.
28.
Shifty, if we left you alone when you were drunk, we would never talk to you when you called in.
Exactly. We love you. Shifty, you're the only VIP
we do.
on this show. You know
That's
that.
true.
22, 33, 17, 29. This show would kind of not run without Shifty. I'm going to be honest. This show runs on Shifty Merchant. It's going to be a 38 for that $200. That's not a winner for us. Is it a winner for anyone else? No, it is not.
Unfortunately. Of course it's not.
I have the technology. I can just go over there and pee on it.
Whoa.
That's one of my favorite Shifty drops. I think he was talking about a fire in a wastebasket.
Oh.
If I'm remembering that voicemail correctly. What do we think? We got $1,000 prize over here. What do we think that might be? Really, Cereal? Saying a 3? God, really, Cereal? I hope it's a 3. That'd be $1,000 in this show's pocket.
I'm suddenly covered in animals.
Wow, what has happened? What is happening?
There's a thunderstorm, and so everybody's making sure everybody's okay. The cat is with me, and we have a herding dog. We have a couple of them, and this one is trying to herd this cat.
Wow, I like this sudden chaos happening on your show.
It's a lot.
Yeah. What do we have in there? We got 3 from Billy Cereal. We got 26 from Sun King, 2 from Shifty, 42 from Visk, 27 from Pooh Stew. Let's take a look, guys. It's 41. Does nothing for anyone. God, Visk, so close. So close. You know? And Avi was looking for a 42 as well earlier. Got a 43. This card... Someone should make a gif of Chris's face just trying to get ass out of the way.
Oh yeah, that's Sitadenga is suggesting that I sell eggs in the chat. I'm not selling these eggs to chat. These are my eggs. I worked hard for these eggs.
But maybe you can buy them for points. Let's get that in the mix.
Oh, sorry. The cat is on the keyboard. I didn't mean to send random numbers to the chat. Actually, no, I'm guessing 369.
Yeah, 369. Next one we're going to do is this 5,000 over here. What do we think that might be? Cat's saying 369. Cat Guy Bob obviously wants more cat, but he is just nasty for cat ass. Love it. Get it in there. Get that cat starfish. Sun King 11, Pooh Stew 27, Visk 22, Really Cereal 4, Cat Guy Bob coming in with a 15. Let's take a look at that 5,000. It is an unlucky 13. Did anyone have that? No.
No 13s today.
No, it does nothing. This card is just fucking us. Fucking us.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
That is some sage advice from Shifty. Let's keep it positive. Chris. We don't have $2 million on the board, but we do have, and I'll make it the last scratch, we could win $80,000 a year for 25 years. For $10,000, what do we think it is? $10,000.
That's an idiot.
Visk is saying too, I don't think we're going to hear from Cat Guy Bob. I have a feeling he does not have both hands on the keyboard right now. Now that he's getting all that footage. 32 from Sun King. 14 from Cat Guy Bob, proving me wrong. 38 from Really Cereal. 1 from Shifty. I like how Shifty thinks this is Price is Right. He came under Visk's too. Really Cereal 38, Pooh Stew 27. Let's find out. It's a 9. Did anyone have this? Does anyone have any of this? Is anyone gonna win anything off this fucking card?
No, they will not.
This is worse than an AA meeting.
That's maybe the saddest Shifty drop. There's a whole short story in that. Where are we going here? 1,000 for 10 times. That's going to be 10 grand on this one over here. What do we think? Cat Guy Bob coming in hot. 37. 32 from Sun King. Maybe that could be a special episode, a Shifty intervention. We fly down to Missouri and we just show up at his house.
We
just hit him with phone books. That's
wait, what?
We just hit him with the yellow pages. That's our intervention. It's just like cops from the 50s. See, a 27 from Bruce Stew, 7 from Really Cereal, 42 from Shifty. Shifty loves that 42. You know what? I think he might have gone for the day, but if this is a 42, we should give points to Avi. I know he was hot for it. Let's take a look.
Pizza time.
It's a 39. It's a goddamn 39. I don't think we even have a straight on here. You know? He's that 32. 33 for the straight. This is a terrible card. Cat Guy Bob saying 41 is next. Just throw them in, guys. Let's, oh no, he's going to change that answer. We do have a 41 on the board. Fisk is coming in with 44. Poostu at 27. Really Serial with an 8. Cat Guy Bob with 37. Sun King with 33. Deflating end. You know, we came in hot with Pope Watch. We found out who the new Pope is. Feels very anticlimactic unless we win some big money here. This could be $25, not big money for us, but it would be something. This is 17. We did not win that. Did anybody get a 17? No. No. Why should anyone win on this show?
No.
Why should anyone ever win on this show?
It's almost as though we've manifested the loss by calling it Desperate Losers.
Desperate Losers? Yes. Yes. The thing I like about the title is, who are the Desperate Losers? Is it us? Is it you, the viewer? We'll never know. We'll never know! Maybe it's all of us together, choosing to just waste our Thursday on this garbage. $100,000. Let's skip that one. Let's go for the smaller one. 50 times 20. What do we think this one's going to be? 5 is Visk is saying. Poostu, time you enjoy wasting isn't wasted time. You know, that's true.
That might be the secret Desperate Losers catchphrase. Not catchphrase.
And we've met
slogan.
Some wonderful people on this show.
Yeah.
We really
Some really
have.
special friends.
It's a beautiful community. You know, you can't really ask for more, especially when they're giving us stuff like this.
I know.
I love every time I open this file that I get to see Shifty, that I get to see Poostu. I don't love that I have to see Ted Cruz. But he's in there in the mix with Kim Il-soon and Howard Cosell. They're in the mix. Guys, you can still win, what did we say, 20 points or 25? I can't remember what we said.
I thought it was 25.
25. Email us. Send us an email.
And we have to like it and decide that it gets to get added.
Yeah, but email it to us at desperatelosers2@AOL.com. If we like it, it makes the board. You get the points. And when we fill this out, we'll send a poster to everybody who's contributed to it. It's a nice thing. Let's go back to our game, because we got some guesses coming in. Chris, they scrolled off for me, but you keep track of them. Let's find out what is happening over here.
All right.
It's a 37. Did anybody have a 37?
Yes, Cat Guy Bob.
Oh! Give Cat Guy Bob 10 points. Give Cat Guy Bob 10 points. Last 2. This is the big money. You know? God, how would my mood turn around if we won one of these? $100,000. Or $80,000 a year for 25 years. Cat Guy Bob's saying one of them's a 28. Wouldn't be a winner for us.
But, you know, it's a good guess.
It is a good guess. I like it as a guess. Don't like it for us. I prefer a 27. 14 from Shifty, 23 from Vesk, Sun King coming in with a 33, really Serial with an 11, Poostu 27, Cat Guy Bob going 29. I think that's guesses for both of them. We'll do the 100,000 first. Let's see what it is. It's a 40. It's a 40.
Aw, we got kind of... I was hoping that we were picking up some luck here.
I know. 100,000, that'd be a lot of luck. Chris, the big one is still on the board. This is going to be the last guess of the game. We will we'll close out after this scratch. It's been wonderful playing with everyone. Of course, Chris, if we win, we'll stay on the air.
I think that's fair.
I don't think we can. I couldn't come down from the high of winning and then just, you know. Yeah. Although that would be the baller move. That would be the mic drop, to just win $80,000 a year for 25.
And then close the show and never come back.
Like, and never come back. Never stream again. Never explain it. Just never come back. Visk 36, Shifty 16, Sun King 5, Really Serial 29. Guy Bob saying Matt would show up next week alone. Yeah. We just don't even tell Matt we won.
That's not true.
Yeah, of course not. Of course not. I mean, Matt's in Italy. We got all this beautiful footage because of Matt.
I know. He's working hard out there.
Chris, what's your guess? And then let's do it. Let's find out if we are going to make a shit ton of money.
I'm going to say it's going to be... Let's see. How about 7?
7. You know, I do have an asset prepared. Yeah, Matt does get a cut. Matt gets a cut. Brutal Skirt. Of course. Matt will always get a cut. And if Matt has died there in the Vatican, if there's a stampede at the Vatican, Matt perishes, you know, clinging to Dick Van Dyke. They die together at the Vatican in a stampede. The widow Matt is going to get his shares. Oh, Pooh Stew gets a cut? No.
No.
No. I don't think so. Pooh Stew gets nothing.
Poodle Skirt now confirmed as Pooh Stew.
Pooh Stew's already. It's definitely a sock puppet.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the last one. It's a fucking 8. Did anyone have an 8?
I believe we had an 8.
Did anyone have an 8?
No, we had a 5 from Sun King, which was our lowest number there.
Visk, if we won that $2 million, I'll tell you right now, the cut that the orphans are going to get is that I will become their father. I will adopt
all the orphans.
And I will become their daddy Warbucks. Chris, we didn't win on that.
Of course not.
We won on this one, though. $4. You know, we'll cash that in. We'll get this thing down a little bit. That'll bring us at least into the 1769s instead of 1771s. Or no, 1768s. What a pleasure it has been, guys. Doing the Pope Watch with you, finding out that
I know
a dweeby little American Pope. Not quite the Sammy Hagar, the David Lee Roth we were all hoping for. I was really hoping for David Lee Roth bleeding profusely from the back, just flipping over that railing. Didn't happen for us, but Chris, any words of wisdom as we bring this show to a close?
Don't fry bacon in the nude.
Yeah. There's no better advice than that. So long.